Always a great privilege, pleasure, and honor to be speaking to this man. He is le prédateur. He is, in some people's eyes, the baddest man on the planet. He is the one and only Francis Ngannou, who is kind enough to join us on this Wednesday evening. There he is. Bonjour, Francis. Or no, I should
Bonjour, Ariel.
I should say bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Yes, it's le soir out here.
Yes. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm good.
Life is good.
How about you? Well, be grateful, can complain. Remember, it can get a lot worse.
That is true.
So don't forget to be grateful when it's okay, when it's calm.
Amen. Amen, my friend. I was hearing from people that you're quite slim these days. Like you're in fighting shape. This is what I'm hearing.
Well, it's been a little while that I've been in shape. You know, I've been training since May.
Wow.
I've been training since May. You know, have a different, trying different program, do some fitness program, you know, just to stay in shape, look good, and then, you know, feel good.
Okay. And so what are you training for?
First of all, it's good to be in shape. It's healthy
Yes,
to be
of course.
in shape.
Of course.
Not necessarily to be for something. And secondly, I'm a professional athlete, so that's my job, to be trained, to keep training, even if I don't have a bout soon.
So when we spoke to you, it was like a couple of months ago that we last spoke, and maybe a little bit more than that. And there were a few things that we talked about. So there's a lot to talk to you about. There's a lot to ask you about, but I kind of wanted to go in chronological order. And one of the things that we talked about was your relationship with the PFL. And, you know, some of the things that Don Davis had said. And at the time you said you hadn't talked yet. But shortly thereafter, there was an event, and I saw you at the event, and I saw you with Don, and I saw a scene in which it seemed like everyone was nice and friendly and all good. So could you describe for us the state of the relationship with the PFL?
Well, I think if I remember well, even at that time, I was very confused on that comment of Don Davis, because that was little not expressing the situation. So that's why I was confused. And afterward, we're going to talk, and it was all good. Yeah.
You cleared the air with him.
It wasn't like me.
You cleared the air with him.
Yes, I mean, I'm trying to understand why he says such of things, because we were basically on good terms. There wasn't a point that we were like, okay, this and that, and have a disagreement. So it was all good.
Yeah, this is when he said that he was disappointed that you didn't come to the PFL Africa event, right? And
exactly.
And did he give you a reason? Did he explain himself? And if so, did you like the explanation? Are you okay with it?
Well, he has his own reason again, and I also have my own reason not to go. And not to mention, I was dealing with my own shit.
Yeah. Okay. So now you guys, you think you're good? Do you talk now? Do you have open line of communication?
Yes. I mean, I say that was a very isolated case who has nothing to do with something else, who wasn't related to anything else. And then, you know, done is done. He say things how it comes, but wasn't that of a big deal.
Since then, they've actually hired a new CEO, John Martin. Have you met him yet?
Yeah, we met like 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that?
I saw him like 3 times. Yes. Pretty good. It was a very friendly meeting. You know, have to chat a little bit, and looking forward to see what he's gonna do.
As of right this moment, have they offered you anything?
Nope. And I think that's the discussion that we're having. That's what I'm pressing on, because I need that fight.
Yes. They have a fight card this weekend in Lyon, France, and there's a heavyweight title on the line between Renan Ferreira, the guy who you just beat, and Vadim Nemkov. It would seem as though the most natural thing would be for you to fight the winner, especially if it's Nemkov, because you haven't fought him already. Are they saying anything like that?
No. Like, by the way, there were Nemkov. What was the back off of my fight against Ferreira,
Yeah.
and they even proposed him as a option after, but didn't proceed with the conversation at
Okay.
some point.
Are you going to be at this event?
No. In
No.
France, no.
No. And so they haven't said to you, okay, we want you to fight the winner of this fight.
No.
At this point, is there anyone that interests you in the PFL roster?
Well, anyone that can give me a fight, I think I'll be down for.
You just want to fight.
I just want to fight. It's been what, little over 11 months, a little over 13 months,
Yeah.
1 year and 1 month, and I need to fight.
Sure. Even if it's Henin again, the guy that you beat?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, it's not up to me though. Again, it's not up to me, it's up to them. So let's see what come out.
In the midst of all of this, this news came out once the Jake Paul-Tank Davis fight fell through, that you had a conversation with Nikisa Badarian asking if you'd want to fight this fight, this Jake Paul fight. You take the fight that eventually ended up being AJ versus Jake Paul. Can we get your side of the story? What was the conversation like, and what was the offer that eventually you didn't accept?
No, I mean, Nikisa reached out and then let me was telling me that Gervonta Davis is having some situation, so he's not going to be in the fight anymore, and they are looking for a replacement. And then they thought about me. I'm like, me? How? And I'm like, yeah, me to fight Jake Paul. I'm like, I was very confused. Like, how come you guys go from Jake Paul to from Gervonta Davis to me? And it was quite confusing. I didn't even believe that.
Did he ever even offer you amount of money to fight him?
Let's say he was ready to pay.
Okay.
I didn't talk money. I personally didn't talk money, but he was ready to pay. He said even if the money is right.
Was it a good offer that you think he had for you?
Which offer? I didn't tell you that he gave me an offer.
Okay, so he never even hinted that it would be in the ballpark of this fight or that fight. You had no idea if they wanted to pay you $5 or $50 million.
They have an intention to pay me a good amount of money.
Okay. And so why didn't you accept?
First, I don't know. It was so confusing. I didn't know what was going on. And then afterward, I see after a couple of days, I saw the AJ announcement. Then I'm like, okay. Then I'm curious to see it. I'm excited to see that fight, honestly.
Are you surprised?
Because even now, like, huh?
So, no, go ahead.
No, I say even right now, it's quite surprising, right?
Yeah, so I was going to ask, are you surprised that AJ accepted the fight?
Yeah, but he has his reason. I'm sure he has his reason. But again, I'll see. I'm looking forward to that fight.
Are you surprised that Jake went down the AJ road and eventually offered him a fight? Are you surprised that he picked AJ to fight next?
Exactly. I was surprised that he moved up to heavyweight. And he's not going for less of a heavyweight. Like, that's why I wasn't even, I was very confused. Like, okay, what's happening? So I'm like, no, Jake asked for this. I'm like, who's Jake?
Once you found out that the fight was official, was there any part of you that thought maybe I should have taken it?
No. I think it's good to stay away and watch and see.
Okay. What do you think happens?
Well, fight. They're gonna step in the octagon. In the ring.
The ring,
That's
yes.
what's gonna happen.
No, I
And
know.
fight.
But who do you think wins? What do you think actually happens in the fight?
I think AJ win. I mean, do you think otherwise?
Well, do you think, like, I think there's a lot of people who think he's going to knock him out in the first round.
Yeah, I would say so. But why exactly Jake Paul took that fight? That's what I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
What is his strategy?
Do you think it's dangerous? Do you think it's foolish for his health to take a fight? You've been in there with AJ. You know how good he is. Do you think it's foolish for him to take this fight?
Not foolish, but again, I don't know I don't understand. He's the only one that can know the reason, and I'm sure they thought that through, right? He didn't just wake up out of the blue and decide to pick AJ or me or whatever.
Just curious, Francis, for you, you've been in the fight game for a long time. One can make the argument that as of late, maybe in the last 10 years, from a skill standpoint and a resume standpoint, Jake Paul would have been your least accomplished opponent. I hate the word easy, but like as someone who's not really championship level right now, considering who you fought as of late, right? AJ and Tyson and Stipe and all these guys, right? Cyril Gane. And presumably they would pay you a lot of money to fight him. Why not just take that money? Take the easy money, so to speak, fight the lesser fighter, and put some more money in your bank.
Well, it wasn't about less. It wasn't about the money. I think it's about maybe from this fight he's proving that he's that level of a fighter. But I mean, I didn't just feel it. I think I was looking. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
that was like. Could you imagine, like, even if you didn't hear from it already, could you imagine, like, me, I'm announcing you that, okay, I'm fighting Jake Paul next?
No, but I would have never
What would
expected
that
Tank
sound?
Davis versus Jake or AJ versus Jake. None of this.
No, Tank Davis versus Jake, I think that's make a lot of sense. Because, like, for example, that fight was quite balanced. Some people was Jake, some people was Tank Davis. But this one, AJ versus Jake, I think besides the Jake team, nobody is really like, okay, Jake get this. Jake can pull this off. Again, maybe he's going to surprise us. Maybe he's going to cement itself in another level or pull up something. I don't know.
Once they moved on, there was a back and forth, like, tweet storm, if you will, between the two of you. And some things were said from him to you, you to him. Is it now personal between you two? Even at the press conference, he was talking about you, calling you dumb and all this stuff, calling you a bad guy. Is it now personal? Would you like to fight Jake after his fight against AJ because of the stuff that was said from him to you?
I would say no, but in the other hand, because I really like Jake, but in the other hand, like, this guy managed to get in your head, to piss you off a little bit. Yeah, like, a little bit. Yeah.
And when you say you mean your head, right?
Yeah, like, just to piss you off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. So you would like that?
Yeah, maybe just to beat him off a little bit.
What if he
that
loses?
That would be bad.
If he loses to AJ, do you still have that interest? Or would you only want to fight him if he wins?
Well, I think I don't personally give a chance of him. I mean, there's not a zero chance, but he has a very less of a chance against AJ.
Okay, so regardless, you'd want to fight him regardless next year.
Well, let's say if he survived that fight, that means he has some He is at that level.
Okay. Do you think he crossed the line with any of the things that he said about you?
What do you mean?
You know, I have some of the tweets. He says that you're an actor. Use your platform to speak on the youth of your country. Posting a flag ain't it. Instead of doing TMZ interviews like a con man. I sleep you in boxing. Jon Jones does in MMA. This stuff. My lane helped your lane. I spoke up for you over and over again. No more. Look at yourself in the mirror. God don't like ugly. All this stuff.
Well, you have to understand, that's very Jake. That's a very Jake Paul type. And then, most of this thing that he's saying, or all of the thing that he's saying, is not based on nothing. It's just him like trying to get to you. Because I remember Jake used to speak good about me, the same Jake.
Right.
Yeah, so.
One last thing about this, just to get a sense for your mindset. So I want to clear it up because this is what has been said. Did you think that you were above the challenge? Is that why you didn't entertain the offer? That it was sort of beneath you?
Think?
That it was sort of beneath you and your pedigree and your skills and your resume to fight this type of fight? Was that the thinking?
Yeah, kind of. I think wasn't the moment, and I think wasn't the kind of, yes.
Okay.
Honestly, I have that kind of thought.
Okay. Do you think, in retrospect, should you have at least listened to the offer and said, okay, if they offered you like a crazy amount of money, just take the fight? Or it's not about that for you?
What do you say?
Like, because you said it never got to the point where they made an actual offer. In retrospect, should you have listened to the offer?
No, they made an offer.
Okay. Was it and was it on par with your other boxing matches?
It was a very good offer, let's say that.
Francis, why didn't you take the fight? You should have taken it. Why didn't you take it, Francis? Why didn't you take it?
No.
No, okay. You don't regret it?
No.
Okay. Okay, so then we go from that. In the midst of all of this, Francis, Dana White does an interview on a podcast called The Flagrant Podcast with Andrew Schultz, and he speaks a lot about you in a very, unsatisfactory way, in a very not nice way. You've seen these comments, I would imagine.
Why am I not surprised?
So this time around, it wasn't just, oh, he's a bad guy. He spoke about specific details, specific stories, instances where he claims you grabbed him, or you grabbed Hunter Campbell, all this stuff. Can I get your response to this? Did any of this happen that he talked about on this podcast?
Well, I think the best person to answer that question is Dana White. You have to ask him whenever you have the chance. You ask him.
Well, I won't have that chance anytime soon, but he has said it, right? So if I would ask him, he would say, yeah, I said it. That's my POV. The one that we haven't heard about this is you, right? So I would love your side of the story.
I kind of like, at some point, feel very ignoring to just have to be responsible of what people say. Basically, like, if Dana say this, then I'm out here going to basically defend myself of what Dana said or whomever. I think whatever he said, if he's in peace with, it's okay.
But one might say that he's trying to like hurt your character, right? These aren't nice things to say about someone, if not true.
Again, why am I not surprised?
Right. So you don't want to address any of it?
No, I don't find it. I don't find it important in it. I don't find it necessary. At some point, he was, but over time, he's not anymore.
Okay. How did you get to that point? To where maybe in the past you would want to respond, but now you don't feel like you have to?
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old. I really feel like I have less energy for drama, for stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to be in peace and people leave me alone. That's all.
Do you think at some point, you will be able to be left alone when it comes to Dana White, maybe even have a good relationship? Is this something that you would like? A handshake, hello, how are you? A cordial relationship?
He should have been.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have gone this way. Why do we get all this way, first of all? Like, what's the purpose? How come do we get from where we were to where we are right now? On the other hand, I would just say it's quite disappointed the way that things went. That's all.
Can I ask you point blank, did you ever put your hands on him?
On Dana White?
Yeah.
Well, then he must be the only person that I ever put my hand on.
Well, he said he said you did it with him and Hunter Campbell, where you grabbed his collar.
In his office, that's what he said, right?
Correct.
Well, I'm sure he has a lot of camera there.
So you would invite him to, hey, show the proof?
I'm not inviting him to do anything. I'm not in court.
No, I know. But Francis, he's on a podcast. He's saying, hey, this guy's a bad guy. He put his hand on me. He did all this stuff. This is not a good that paints a picture of an ugly scene. And so if someone said that about me, I would feel probably the need to defend myself. I didn't touch you. What are you talking about? You're trying to assassinate my character or something. And so that's why I was curious what your take on it was.
Well, if every time that somebody says something about you, then you have to do that, then it's going to be tough. As I said, over time, I just get tired of those stuff. I really saw that and scroll and move.
Okay.
I get past it. I wasn't even. Yeah, I mean, I should be thinking that you're gonna ask me that obviously, but I'm long gone from that.
Okay. I did see last week on, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago on Instagram, where you posted that like you're very happy these days, like you're in a good place. You posted a picture of yourself.
As I said, I focus on myself. The more I get mature, I've been training. Working on my personal self, stay in my place. Like I have to be remembered so many times that, hey, you have to post something, you have to keep your social media in life and all those stuff. I'm like, man, I'm good. Just leave me in peace. Just leave me collect my peace. And honestly, I feel pretty good. Life hasn't been quite easy lately, so I need to reflect, to take a step back, deal with myself. Find my pace, my space, and then clear the environment, and then I think I'm in the good point of my life right now. And I don't want to let any negativity get in. Anybody can say or do whatever they want out there. I'm just inside my bubble here, living my life, being happy, focusing on being happy. Hey, listen, I start doing a lot of stuff. Like I've been telling you, like, about the fitness program. I do all this stuff. I do some meditation too.
Okay. Is that new? I was just going to ask you, are you doing new things to get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, over time, like a lot of things pile up, and then you have a lot of things to reflect on, and then it ended up being a meditation. Basically, you have to put your mind on something and make a direction, and self-speak to yourself and do all the stuff. And I'm good.
I was curious.
I'm happy.
I was curious what you thought. There was news recently that Rico Verhoeven left Glory and is a free agent. And my understanding is he's talked to the UFC, but also has an interesting boxing offer on the table. We've talked about this after your last fight a few months ago. I was like, oh, this would be a fun fight. You versus Rico, MMA champ. You've boxed, Glory kickboxing champ. Do you have any interest in fighting Rico now that he's a free man? He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, let's say if we get somebody to put a fight up, a promoter, why not?
Okay. Would you want that in boxing, kickboxing, MMA?
What what suit him
Okay.
best? I don't think he's. I don't think he has a chance in. He stand a chance in MMA. So maybe only boxing would be his own um, middle ground.
Have there been any talks about that fight?
No, no,
Have there been any talks about any other boxing fight?
no,
What about Deontay?
not both interested, but nothing advanced yet.
Are you frustrated about that? Because I felt like the
No,
last time we spoke, I felt
no.
like you were very
Why?
excited about the idea of another boxing match.
Yes, but why should I be frustrated? Just because the fight is not, I'm not having the fight that I want or the thing that I want? No, I'm not.
Well,
I wish, but no, I'm not
okay.
frustrated.
As far as what you wish you could do next, MMA or boxing, which do you prefer?
Uh, at this point, anything that I get, and but I think it's gonna be MMA, since I'm getting very close with on the PFL contract, so they have to give me a fight.
Okay, when you say close, what do you mean by that? Close to the end?
Yep,
Okay. When is that?
soon.
Okay. You talked about wanting to fight Jon Jones at the White House, right?
Did I say that?
There was some talk about that. You said that would be the biggest fight on Twitter. You had mentioned that.
Yeah, I mean, yes, if that could have happened.
Right.
Yeah.
What I'm asking is, obviously that would be a huge deal. We know you've always wanted that fight. Would your PFL contract end before that event happens so that it would work out to where you could explore that as an option?
Yes.
Oh my dear. This is interesting stuff, Francis. What do you think's going to
If
happen?
I,
Do they have to give
if
you a
I were
fight?
if I were you, I wouldn't be very that excited.
Why? What do you mean? This is what we get excited about. This is our life and your life and the sport, and
that
we want to see you in big fights.
that's true, but that fight being so complicated.
I know it's complicated, and I know it's probably a long shot at this point, but I think what's interesting is you could be a free man again.
Yeah. Okay.
Is
I will be soon.
you will be okay? So you don't think you'll re-sign with PFL?
Um, I I mean, first I need to have a fight, and then in order for that, I need to have a clear view on the fight. Um, because I don't really intend to. I don't really want um, to stay out this long.
Hmm. Is that the reason why you're
But
not fighting
but,
for the belt?
yes, if there is a fight, but yes, if there is a fight, why not?
What do you mean by why not? Why not what?
No, why not resign with the PFL?
Okay. But why aren't you fighting this weekend? Like they have a heavyweight title that they're instituting now. Why aren't you fighting Vadim Nemkov?
Why don't you ask them? I don't know. I
Okay.
just tell you that I didn't know. I wasn't even aware of that fight until it get announced.
Okay. Is that like, would you have been able to fight this weekend? Were you available? Were you ready to go? With the
I'm available. I just tell you I've been training since May.
yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
The only thing I could think
yeah,
of is
and I'm in a very good fight shape.
I heard. But the only thing I could think of is they know your contract is coming to an end, and they don't want to have you fight for a belt with your contract coming. If you have one fight left, and then you win the belt, now we're in a situation again where you're looking at the same circumstance that you dealt with when you were at the end of your UFC contract. No one puts a belt on someone at the end of their career, at the end of their run and contract. So that's why I was thinking maybe that's why you didn't get booked in this fight.
I don't know. I have No idea about that.
Is there a possibility that your contract runs out before you get that last fight?
With there is the time, so
Okay.
only they will know.
Okay. Are you getting anxious? Like, are you ready? Like, you seem like you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go, but I'm not getting anxious.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I'm ready to go.
Did you see the Tom Aspinall Cyril Gane fight?
I did.
What did you make of that, the way it ended?
Well, it was frustrating. I understand that a lot of people weren't happy about it, but I think he wasn't. He wasn't. I mean, it is what it is. It happened. It was an accident, and yeah. And I saw that Tom get a lot of criticism of like calling out the fight, which I think he did well. He took the right decision. You know, like when you're fighting somebody like a elite striker like Cyril Gane, you better be seeing what is in front of you. And if your vision is compromised, especially with the with the finger, with the finger or something, yeah, I think it was a right call. It was a right decision, and I understand that people were frustrated that the fight didn't get through, but yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Afterwards, Tom has come out and said Cyril is a dirty fighter, that he poked him in the eye multiple times, that he does this, that. He showed this clip of Jon Jones. You know Cyril, you train with him, but you also fought him. Do you think he's a dirty fighter?
No, I would not say a dirty fighter. I think like if he keep the distance, extend his hand, and then usually in MMA with a small glove, where people that have the habit to extend their hand, they are most likely to poke somebody in the eye. It's not intentional. It's just how it is.
Okay, so you don't consider him that?
No, I mean, where you can't just take everything that somebody is saying out of frustration or something. No,
Who do you think wins in the rematch?
anybody can win that fight.
Yeah.
So it's just whomever you pick. Even though I will give it a slight advantage on the Cyril Gane side, but anybody can win.
You know, Alex Pereira wants to fight Jon Jones at heavyweight. Who do you think would win that?
Jon Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, yeah. Do I really have to explain why I think Jon Jones could win Alex Pereira?
Why you don't think it's a close fight?
Let's say it's little. They are little close, but on any aspect of the fight, Jon Jones is basically ahead on everything.
Okay.
It's not like there is a balance this way and that way. So the sum of it at the end make it a big chance from Jones, because if you take like a grappling, wrestling, striking, I think you still give John winner on all those level.
Jon has confirmed that he turned down $30 million to fight Tom. Did that surprise you?
No, if the fight that I think it's comfortable enough to pick whatever you wanna do.
Yeah, but he might not get that fight. It seems like they're mad at him.
He may not get what?
Because now he wants to fight on the White House card, but Dana White said he doesn't trust him to be on the White House card, so he's not going to put him on there.
I don't know. I think the White House card is the far away. A lot of things can happen.
Sure. What's not far away is the PFL Africa Finals, December 20th. Will you be there?
Yeah, I'm planning to. I'm planning to. Uh, let's just see how the situation is going in Benin. But I was scheduled to go
Okay.
to the PFL Africa
And when you said let's just see how the situation is going, where?
in Benin.
That's the region.
That's where the fight. Yeah, that's where the fight is going to take place.
And what do you mean by situation?
Well, they have some little situation out there right now that they are dealing with.
Oh, like a political situation, like you're talking about okay. You think maybe the event might not happen?
I think so far we're being confirmed that everything is under control and that the event will happen. But let's see. Everything is not settled yet.
Now that it's kind of wrapping up, how do you feel about the state of PFL Africa?
How do I feel about?
It's coming to an end, right? These are the finals of PFL Africa. So now that you kind of have a sense for how it played out for the first year, how do you feel?
Well, for the first year, he was good. It was pretty good. Of course, there is still a lot of things to work on, a lot of improvement, and also a lot of experience moving forward. But for the first years, it was good. I was in Rwanda, and there was a pretty good show there, and people were very excited about that. The country was very excited about the event. The arena was packed, and promise a good future.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of African fighters, have you seen this young man Atiba Gauthier?
Yeah.
Looks good, right?
Look sharp, strong, solid.
Very strong, very strong. Reminds me of a young Francis Ngannou. Different weight class, though.
Yeah, but still strong. They can be strong at any weight class.
Have you spoken to him? Do you have a relationship with him?
No.
No.
We haven't met yet.
Okay.
Or get in contact.
I did see you with Alistair Overeem recently.
Yeah, we met in Dubai.
Yeah, so you're friendly. Yeah. You're buds.
We had a dinner.
Amazing. How was it?
It was good. I mean, we actually had a great time, talking about life, about stuff. It was good, sharing experiences.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'll let you go in a moment, Francis, but can I just ask bluntly, if it was up to you, can I ask the opponent, the sport, the month, the location, can you tell us what you want as clearly as possible?
What I want?
Yeah.
I want two things. I would say two things. I would say Jon Jones and Deontay Wilder.
Okay. That's very clear. Wilder in boxing, Jon Jones in MMA.
Absolutely.
Do you feel confident that that can happen next year?
Confident? No. But there's a chance that everything can happen.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like the Wilder fight is easier to make right now than the Jones fight.
Absolutely.
So how come there's no talks? It feels like this is the perfect time to make it.
It's not, the timing is good for sure, but there's still a lot of elements to put into it.
Did you see?
More than timing.
Sure. Did you see Usyk say he wanted to fight Wilder?
Yeah, I mean, what you can see right now is that in the boxing landscape, heavyweight division, basically, there is kind of like a pause, and nobody is really kind of like active.
Right. And regarding Jon Jones, can I just ask, because again, we sit here for hours talking about this stuff, Francis. I know you're living your great life over there, but this is what we do. We have a lot of time on our hands here to talk about you and your life and the heavyweight division. And so just so I understand, if you could tell us, when the PFL deal is over, is there going to be another whole year that you have to sit out again, like with the UFC, or could you sign with someone right away? Because we want to see you resume your career and be active. That was a whole long, drawn-out thing a couple of years ago.
That's what I want to do as well. No, but a couple years ago, remember, he was basically out of. I had a knee surgery though,
Sure.
also.
But
Yeah.
they did have
So
that period, right, where they could like exclusively negotiate and then match. There was that whole thing.
yeah, there was a period, but it wasn't also just about the period of negotiation.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, we don't have that.
Okay, that's good. So true or false, in the year 2026, Francis Ngannou versus Jon Jones happens?
True or false?
Yeah, that's the question for you. That's you tell me true or false.
Well, I don't have hand on it,
You don't, okay.
so I'm not a decision maker.
Would you be open to going back to the UFC if they're interested? Would you be open to talking to them? I know it's not, as easy as just saying yes, but like, are you open to reigniting that relationship, at least talking about it?
Well, that's what I was doing before he fall off.
Recently,
No, I mean
back, okay, before the PFL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I was doing.
No, I know that, but I mean now that once this deal is over, would you be interested in?
I don't know. Wait until it's over.
Okay,
Then we
okay.
will see.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I think you had a good relationship with Hunter and some of the other people there, right?
Pretty much with everybody.
Right. Yes. Okay. Okay. Is there
Pretty
anything?
much with everybody.
Is there anything that I didn't ask you about that you would like to say about all the stuff that's been said over the last couple months regarding you?
No, you're the one asking me for stuff.
No, I know. Too much stuff, you might say.
Yeah, that I have moved on most of them or forget.
You've moved on. You're not worried about it.
Yeah.
You've got a big smile. You seem to be very happy.
Well, I am, man. Like at the end of the day, with the past event this couple, what, year and a half or two,
Yeah.
you have to reflect about yourself. What's the purpose of life? What are you looking for? What it take for in order for you to be happy? I remember when I was just looking for something, for a food to eat. I remember when I was just looking for some place to sleep, and that was like, wow, that would be a dream. And then what happened when you have all that and then you're still not happy? Like, what exactly are you chasing? Why can you stop and then take a moment and be appreciative of whatever the life that you're having? Remember when you dream of all the things that you have now, the life that you have now. Like, what did it take exactly to be happy? You should just go out there. Oh, I want this, chasing that, chasing. At the end of the day, is that is that the thing that's going to make you happy? Not necessarily. Not if you skipping them and then move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Living the moment in full.
And I would
Get
imagine
connected with the life.
being active, training, competing makes you happy as well. Do you think we'll see you in the first half of 2026? Do you think we'll see you fight?
You can see me anytime. If it's, as I said, I'm ready. If it's in something pull up in January, February, I'm down.
Okay, well, that's soon.
Yeah, so I stay ready.
Okay, they have an event in February is their first event, but I think it's pretty full at this point. But it's in Dubai, so maybe they can make it happen.
I'm here.
Okay.
I have no problem traveling, going anywhere.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that it works out. It's great to talk to you. Great to have you on, Francis. Always great to have you and pick your brain a little bit. And let's see what happens next weekend. You going to be there?
Me a little bit. Where?
Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, maybe in the front row?
No.
No.
He's in America. I'm not in America.
No, I know. I thought maybe you'd be there. You say,
No. But I would have, if I was there, yeah.
You would have gone.
I would like to see that closer.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how it plays out. Thank you so much, Francis. All the best to you. Joyeux Noël.
Joyeux Noël, Ariel.
Yes, and enjoy your time, enjoy your holiday season, and appreciate you always coming on. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Same to you.
Bye.
A good night as well. There he is, the great Francis Ngannou, Le Prédateur, kind enough to join us to talk about a whole host of things that has been going on as of late. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.